Hi, everyone. I'm sorry, I needed my tea. So good. Eh, we do arrive. We arrive from the ether. We arrive from the abyss. I. It's one of those days, guys. Instead of forgetting the water in my cup, I forgot the tea bag. So, I took a sip and I'm like, wow, this tastes terrible. Oh shit, it's just hot water. So now you can officially place bets. That'd be amazing. What is Mars going to forget? Is she going to forget the water or is she going to forget the tea? Yes, you should be hearing Ori. Ori, you're muted. Uh-oh.
It's okay. It's no longer sad. Hello, welcome. Yeah, you should have been hearing Ori.
Welcome,
But
welcome.
what
You should have
happened?
been hearing us the whole time.
Well, you could be heard, Mars, because my headphones
Oh,
were
I
good.
could?
Yeah, because if I hear you, they can
Oh,
hear you,
okay.
basically. Um,
Oh, I see.
but
I mean, dichotomy, you might get your wish. It might turn into a Mars stream.
it will
Because
never.
Ori focuses on the tutorials.
It is what
And
happens. However, I'm not focusing on any tutorial today. I am solely attempting to animate, to rig.
Yes, the tutorials. Yes, indeed.
So I
Dichotomy,
actually
indeed.
did some stuff, guys, after stream. So you can see there's a little wave with the skirt, but the hand, you can really see it in the hand. There. There's my little skirt wave, and my Hori Hori and Felco's wave, and my tie and little chain wave. Okay, I need to do something. And I'm trying to think of how I want it to happen. I need to... Okay. I'm trying to work the physics on the arm, how I want them to go. And it's weird. So I need to check something. If I do body Y, my arms
I'm
come
sorry,
down.
I'm reading Pastry's review of Mob Psycho Season 3, Episode 9. I just, yep. Beautiful. Oh, what if we get done early? I mean, we'll still hang
If
out.
we
We'll
get
still
done
chat.
early, yeah, so stream doesn't end
What will
early
we work
usually.
on?
We usually do like a half an hour if like it's a game night, but we might end early if we end a game there. But honestly, we blab a lot. We yap till Kingdom Come.
A ton.
So we're yappers. But yeah, the tutorials indeed. But what we will be doing if we get done early is we're gonna start on Fingy, because I have to make the art of Fingy in order to make that work.
It's
So
Fingy time.
okay. So when I come down, my arm should go out. So when I come down, my arm should go out. When I come down, my arm should go out. Great. And then when I go
There you go.
up, nope, that's not the right up.
Up, your skirt shrinks.
My body should also... See, that's reversed. I reversed that. And this is not reversed?
Yeah, I'm not even going to pretend to understand this. This feels
I
like
only
the reverse
moderately
controls.
understand.
You know when you play fight simulator games, guys, and up is down and down is up? This feels like that. I never liked those controls. I don't care if it's realistic. It sucks.
Oh, that's the other big thing we have to do. Body Z and breathing. That's the main things.
Blueprints has exceeded expectations. Ooh.
Ooh, nice.
That sounds promising. Well, apparently it's on sale 10% off, so now's a good time to get into it.
Okay.
What's realistic and sucks? Is this a trick question, Penguin? I can't tell. Also, welcome.
Yeah, I don't know what's realistic and sucks. Arm, come here, please. Arm.
Hard to argue with those ratings, S-Jock, I gotta say.
Oh, shit.
Guys,
Stop.
I am heavily debating right now. Metaphor is on sale. But I rarely ever play games on my computer. However, it is spring break next week.
I want this.
And I am off. So, do I get it? Do I just play Metaphor the entirety of spring break? And try to beat it in 6 days? Maybe.
I might have to change something.
You only caught the tail end of what I was saying? I'm sorry, Penguin. I gotta be honest, I already forgot it. You don't see messages on screen, Mason. Oh
no! They're coming up.
On YouTube? It might be a you thing. Try refreshing your page.
On
Sometimes
like on stream, they're coming up.
Let me check.
Reflect. Motion.
Oh, your messages. That's because this one's being held in YouTube jail.
Boop.
Maybe
Reflect
it's silly.
motion.
Can we call it hopeful and optimistic?
Maybe what's silly?
So Metaphor is on sale.
An Atlas game
right
in a
now,
week. I see.
And I really want to play it because it looks good. The soundtrack is amazing. I like the character design. I love this kind of modern blend with medieval, like classic fantasy RPG. Looks really fun. I just don't play games on my computer, you guys.
Yeah, you don't.
If I have a choice,
You need to get yourself a Steam Deck at this point.
Play a game. I want to sit in my bed and play a game. Because I'm lazy.
Okay, something is weird happening.
He does, Mason. Mob is wonderful. The show is so good. It has some really good life lessons.
Okay,
Reagan is tier man, top tier adult.
It's not like Mashley at all, Mason, is what I'm gonna tell you. The show is not like Mashley at all, okay? While they both have bowl cuts, they're not related in any way. Okay, Fingers, why do you do this?
Academy, I would love to move my bed next to the computer. The frame is heavy as shit. I don't think I can move it anymore. Once upon a time I could. And then I upgraded. So guys, I had my mattress since I was single digits years old. It was a very old mattress, served me very well. But last year, my parents were like, you know what? You're graduating grad school. You're going to be tired from work running and chasing the kids all day. You should have a nice mattress to sleep on. And I'm like, okay, I kind of follow the logic. I'm not going to turn down a mattress. So my parents bought me and my brother new mattresses. And part of that deal was the little bed raiser. You know, the remote that changes how high the bed is raised? Yeah, that shit was free. Because we found a sale that day. So now I have that. And it's great. I love using it. But it's heavy. And I cannot move my bed anymore. Which makes vacuuming 10 times more painful. But small sacrifices.
Okay. Now let's see physics here.
S-Drug, okay, I gotta say, what are they warning you about in the Persona series? Because I will say there is some backtracking involved. There is, I think I remember in the third Persona game, there was something that happened mechanically in the battles that drove people crazy. I will say, though, the stories are friggin' worth it. You want to know why I write? You want to know why I enjoy certain tropes? You want to know why I enjoy character-driven stories that delve into what a person is feeling and thinking and how that affects their actions? It's all because of Persona 4. I happened to come across Persona 4 back in middle school. Okay. This was back in my AMV days, back when I was making Sonic AMVs and Raven AMVs. Oh, hello, Federico. I am ranting to talk about Persona. But So yeah, basically discovered Persona 4 through the anime. Now I never watched the anime, but I did say an AMV about it, and I was like, this looks kind of cool. I remember it so vividly. It was an AMV set to the song Overcoming Me by Cutlass, and it was really good. The action looked really cool, so I was like, this is neat. I'm gonna look up this anime. Then I realized it was based off a video game. So I was like, oh, maybe I should try the video game first. Well, I don't have time to sit down and play it, because even back then, Mars was busy and just did not have time for certain games. Also, she didn't own a PlayStation at the time, so that was another hurdle. So instead, I watched on YouTube a compilation of all the cutscenes. It was in a playlist, Persona 4 the movie. It was at least, I think, how many hours? Geez, 12 hours maybe? Maybe even longer. That shit stuck with me. That shit stuck with me so much. I know it's different for every game, but Persona 4 is so special to me. Because the whole premise is that in this shadow world, in this shadow realm, the side of you that you don't like, your bad feelings, your darkest desires, the part of you you don't want to face, are manifested, and you're forced to confront them. And the way the heroes get their personas, their powers, is by accepting that part of them. And I love the message that it's not good, it's not bad, it's just a part of you.
It's
and it's
just
up to you to learn how to live with it. And God, that message has stuck with me for so long. For so long. I friggin' love it so much. This is why I write Outcast in the way that I do. This is why I write fan fictions in the way that I do. Honestly, I do not think I would be the same person if I didn't come across Persona 4. Because it really has impacted me that much. More the story and the character writing. I'm curious what their thoughts are on that and on which particular games, because it does change with every iteration. Like there's new characters, there's new stories. I massively embarrassed myself one time. I had a friend in college and they were getting into Persona 5 through another friend. So I started texting them about Persona 4 related plotlines. I was like, oh, do they go back into the TV world? Is it about Soji and Yosuke and all them? And my friend is texting me back going, what the fuck are you talking about? No, those aren't the people at all. TV world, what are you, high? I'm like, but that was the premise of the last game. Is this not a continuation? And yes, that is how I learned that the Persona games change with each game. I didn't realize we were operating on Final Fantasy logic.
Why do you break so bad? I don't understand.
The homophobia and stuff. Yeah, some older games do have that. I remember in Persona 4, I don't know if we should throw the spoiler tag up. Because this would be slight spoilers for Persona 4.
Spoiler tag up. Oops.
I know it's you, Narukami, but to me, he will always be Soji Seta. I'm sorry, that's just the better name. Soji Seta is just better. I'm sorry. It is sadly to be expected. I will say this. There is a character. Is it Kanji or Kaji? I'm pretty sure it's Kaji. Let me double check. Kanji. It is Kanji with the N. Okay. I thought I was going crazy. But there's a character, Kanji, and he is basically set up to be the classic delinquent character. Everyone in the school is afraid of him. He throws on a tough guy act. And then later in the game, you see he's starting to develop a crush on who we assume at the time to be another male character. And he's kind of questioning himself. He's kind of wondering, like, is it okay to feel this way? And we actually find out that he has some what we would call feminine hobbies, feminine interests. He likes to knit cute animals. He likes to do crafts like that. He likes hanging out with the main character's sister and doing like little tea parties and stuff when they start hanging out and becoming friends. It's really cute. But his whole thing is about accepting that side of him. because he's always putting on this front of being the tough delinquent, being the bad boy. Yes, Kalani and Lucifer, I friggin' love those games. I adore Persona 4 with every fiber of my being. It's just so damn good. It's really funny and actually kind of poetic that we're talking about this. Ori and I used to do segments on Comic Corner where we talked about our different inspirations, and this was very early in our, I'll call it, Twitch career. And one of the nights that I ranted about one of my inspirations was Persona 4, and literally it was like a 3-hour rant. Like I said, I would not be the writer that I am or the person that I am without Persona 4. I can definitely point to a couple franchises in my life where I'm like, yes, this changed my brain chemistry. It has stuck with me forever. Yes, it does, Penguin. And it throws them in their face, because one of the big reasons for the boss battles is there's somebody in the real world who goes missing. They end up in the TV world, and they're confronted by their shadow, the part of themselves that they don't like. And I think it was before you joined Mason. It was very early on, incredibly early on. Ori and I don't really talk too much about it anymore, because talking about our inspirations just kind of naturally folds into our discussions. Like, this is back when Ori and I were still trying to find our format, I guess. Which game is best to a person new to the series? Allie, I will say, gameplay-wise, I think Persona 4 is probably the most... I mean, I'm biased. I'm heavily biased. Okay, throwing out my bias, probably Persona 5. It is the most recent, so it probably has the most quality of life features, like you won't encounter ones in the old games. I will say, though, they did remake Persona 3 and Persona 4 for Switch. And yes, I will be picking up the Switch version as soon as I can. So those might be more... those might have more quality of life features than the original releases did. I remember something about 3. People didn't like something about the battle mechanics. I wish I could remember what it was. It's slipping my mind. I remember watching some kind of review, and people were like, oh yeah, 3's game mechanics left a lot to be desired. I'm like, okay, but who knows? Maybe in the remake they did that. They fixed that a bit better. Season 2 character. That's kind of funny. I guess we do have seasons. We got a finale, and then we have a season return. Switch version, indeed. Yes. But yeah, to address your friend's concerns, Estrock, I'm trying to think. What was the point I was trying to make? Yeah, in older games, you are going to come across ideas like that. Like, there's gonna be, unfortunately, but honestly, I think Persona 4 does a decent job of handling it. There you go, Mason. And I would say on my end, Persona 4 kind of showed me, hey, everyone has their demons, and everyone's trying to confront them. Like, that was the game that taught me there's a reason behind what people do, which I know you guys have heard me iterate millions of times when talking about Outcast. There is a reason why Hotsun is the way he is. There is a reason why Milano is the way he is. We just haven't met their shadows yet, guys. Do I enjoy crosswords, Federico? Occasionally. I think it depends on the crossword and what kind of mood that I'm in. I'll give a tentative yes. I do enjoy them. I don't do them often, but when I do, it's a good brain exercise. It's actually funny. I used to do crosswords a lot with my adult clients back in the hospital. That was always a fun time, because that was working on their memory, working on strengthening semantic connections, like, say in one box, a red fruit that you pick off a tree. You got apple. That's making that semantic connection, taking that description and pairing it with the vocabulary. It's funny how much is language based. Ori is locked in today, Allie. She is finishing up
I'm just
Cerci,
Mars
her
is talking.
VTuber.
I'm reading the I have no input on Persona games at all. I have never played one. I specifically know Joker exists solely because he's in Smash, and that is literally the extent. I also know that Sayu voices a character in one of them, right? I think recently.
He voices someone in Persona 3.
Yeah.
The remake.
Yeah, the remake.
Re-upload.
That's
Reload?
literally
It's reload. Thank you, that's it.
the extent of my knowledge. So I have nothing to add.
It's okay, Ori. We forgive you. I have not played Shin Megami Tensei. I think the closest I've come not Wandering Penguin, sorry, you popped up immediately after Estrock. The closest I've come, Estrock, is playing the app. When that came out, I was actually pretty excited for that, mostly because the trailer was friggin' awesome. I still have that opening theme on my playlist. I would like to play a Shin Megami Tensei game. The difficulty does scare me just a little. Because I know it's way harder than the Persona games. I'm just kind of like, I don't know how many times I want to rage quit. Because, guys, I'll be honest, I do rage quit games at times. There was a Dragon Quest game I played back in undergrad of college, and there was a boss in there that was so unfair to beat. I grinded 12 freaking levels so I could finally beat that thing. Ugh, that boss was a stain on the game. And then after that, it was so damn easy because I was too over leveled. But that's why I needed to beat that stupid boss. Yeah, it's wild, S-Jock, because one's popularity eclipses the other. I find that happens a lot with like sister games. I guess we're not spoiling stuff, so we could take away the spoilers. Basically, S-Jock, those are my thoughts on Persona 4. If you want to know more, like, I'll happily talk more about it in the reserved table. You may end up with an essay, but I will talk about it. The Hydrox of video games.
I know.
Truly. I'm gonna take a sip of my tea.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I never got a chance to ask y'all, how's your days going? Mine was interesting. I had 4 clients out today. My caseload was significantly smaller, which was crazy. But it did mean I got to come home early and nap, which was nice. You woke up! Congratulations, Penguin!
Yay!
It can only go up from there.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
What is happening and why?
That's so cute.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, breaded chicken and roast potatoes. Nice.
Okay.
I ordered out. I got a gyro. It was decent. It wasn't bad.
Okay.
But I am trying to stay healthy because now my brother has gone down with the plague. Ugh. It just keeps passing around. Anyone remember Melvin? Yeah, I remember you mentioning him, Mason. Gyro like a helicopter. See, now all I can think of is the meme. It's technically pronounced gyro. But it was decent. The lamb left a little to be desired, but it was decent. Yeah, I know, S-Jock. He's down for the count, but at least it was right toward the end of the week, so now he has the weekend and the break to rest up and feel better. Oh, yowzas, Canadian Lucifer. Oof. I gotta tell you, pop in some earbuds and just get a good podcast for those next few hours.
That's so
Is
much.
it safe to go back in? I guess they wouldn't call you unless it was safe. That's crazy. Did you ever say what started it?
Yeah. Was it arson?
Yeah.
We gotta know.
Yeah, what was the cause?
I was
In
like,
my,
yeah,
in my college dorm, someone set off the fire alarm by overcooking popcorn in the microwave.
yes, that happened. That's the college experience.
That's the classic one.
My favorite is that people at my college, there's a person who didn't know that to cook ramen that you had to put it in water and just took the block of ramen noodles and microwaved it for 3 minutes, and it caught on fire, and thus we had to evacuate.
Honestly, it is a miracle that our dorm survived. Watching people use the laundry room was so depressing.
Yeah, I made an infographic for my laundry room because nobody fucking knew how to treat shit good.
Ugh. No one knew to clean the lint trap. Like, every time I'm in there, I'm like, there's gonna be a fire one day. And it's gonna be in the laundry room because of the lint trap.
Yep.
So bad. Fire ramen indeed.
Fire ramen is indeed.
Well, hold up. Why did he just put the block in there? Where does he think the liquid
dumb.
comes from?
He was dumb.
Where
He
does-
didn't fucking
Where
know.
does the liquid come from?
Mars. Don't act like you didn't just fucking put hot water in a glass and take a sip, okay? People can have bad days.
That was a lapse of memory. I didn't put a tea bag in the microwave and expect it to cook.
Mars, I don't have the answers. I have the stories.
Well, continuing off of this, my dad had a roommate that tried to cook pasta by pouring it in one of those ceramic dishes and then threw it in the oven. No water, no nothing. He was trying to make lasagna. He just put it in the oven.
Where did he think the water was coming from, Mars?
That's what I'm saying. Eustace would microwave the ramen block. The water is in the noodles. The noodles come out when hot. Otherwise, it wouldn't be soup. A boom, check, and mate.
I'm very happy that my Eustace voice is so, iconic.
Iconic?
Yeah.
Yes.
I was doing a voice in, Frog Detective, and Dylan was like, oh, this is just like your Eustace voice, huh? Or whatever. I was like, no! My Eustace voice is very different. And I did the Eustace voice, and he was like, alright, I don't give Ori enough credit. I'm like, thank you. I try really hard. I want some credit.
Dylan just has same voice syndrome. He thought another character I did was just Judge. And I'm like, no, it's not.
There was one I
so
did have to
different.
defend you on, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Mate and check.
There you go.
Let's be honest. Would Eustace even know how to play chess?
No. He plays checkers with the chess pieces and somehow gets mildly far, but then he's just making up the rules.
I roll the dice. That means I go up the ladder and down the snake.
I'm gonna say no. Yeah, seriously.
Oh, Quatlu? We haven't bet Quatlu in a while.
Mars rarely bets Quatlu. She's not around very often. And to be honest, Dylan and Doug.
I only bet Quatlu if I'm confident. Honestly,
yeah,
I am a
that's the
cowardly
problem.
gambler.
Mm-hmm.
But also, these Quatlu bets are made in person, so Dylan, Doug, and
they're not
Ori
always.
all
They don't
live
have
with
to be
each
made
other.
in person, but like that's when you talk with people at the amount that you
because
live
when
with
you talk
them.
with people,
Yeah,
you run into conflict.
exactly.
It's like, no, I'm right. No, I'm right. Okay, bet Quatlu.
So right as up if this
But
stop.
S-Struck, that would be the smart move.
Right is up.
Because he's taking the chess pieces and confusing Miles. I don't even think Eustace can do that.
Okay, why do you do that?
If someone hasn't drawn him, though, eating the chess pieces, please get on that. This is just too good. Chocolate. the black pieces are dark chocolate and the white pieces are white chocolate.
That's why.
Oh, Eustace. Gavale certainly has her hands full.
Mm-hmm.
A single mom who works 2 jobs, who loves her kid and never stops. Although I suspect that she's gonna lash out at him eventually and it's all gonna blow up in his face. That's just my personal headcanon. You're getting annoying, Mason. Not at all. BRB. I think you were getting dinner? I don't know. Good luck BRBing, Canadian Lucifer.
Why are you stupid?
I don't know. That's true, S-Dog. Gumshoe did try to eat it. Gumshoe, Phoenix, and Eustace just are boys that eat things. Oh no, wait, I'm sorry. It's Gumshoe, Phoenix, and Eddie.
Yes,
just
Eddie.
Randomly eating stuff that isn't food.
Gumshoe, Phoenix, and Eddie.
God, Eddie eating the fucking paper, though.
So if when I go down, my arms go up.
Oh, you gotta go draw the chess meme. Thank you for doing this world a service, Canadian Lucifer. Appreciated.
Okay, we're gonna try
born
something
stupid.
here.
I mean, Mason, technically we're all born stupid. We're all stupid little babies, and then we learn.
That's fine. I want down. And I want down. And then this needs to be this.
Ooh.
Like that.
Watching the process.
And then this, like that.
Oh, I am so happy.
Something was a little screwed up.
Friday.
Weird. Yeah, I've been all over the weeks, all over the place with what day it is.
For some reason, days do not feel like the days they should be this week.
Not these past, or last week. I don't know what it was. Something was wrong.
Last week was okay. This week feels off. I'm just kind of like, huh.
Okay.
Oh, first time back. First time for everything, Canadian Lucifer.
Uh-oh, no, what? We've drawn that meme before? Oh,
And
okay, I
drawing
have
that
to take
meme.
a break for a meme.
The meme is in the couch. Allie has provided. Now, Ori, I am sorry to do this to you, but I gotta run and get some water real quick. I'll be right back.
How dare you? She's leaving me here, guys. Abandonment. Yes! Is that Neopets? I never played Neopets. Or Digimon? Digimon. There you go. Okay. Another thing I never was a part of. I was barely part of Pokemon, if I'm being honest. Oh, there it is. Nice. We got the original. Beautiful. That's accurate, Canadian Lucifer. God, Eddie's great. I need more young Eddie. I'm sad that we'll only get one case with him. Okay, we need you to move a little bit like that. Great. This moves a little bit like that. And I think we're good. There. Grant. And then we're gonna do this shit over here. Gotta get a new Mars. I know. She shouldn't even be here. Oh, I don't have the sign. Oh no. I don't have the sign. I can't take her away. I don't have the sign. Ooh, very
you
cool,
shan't
Mason.
even need it, for I am back.
Welcome back.
All right, let's see. What did I miss?
Not a lot. Something about Sonic, though.
Ooh, I'm all ears. I like Sonic. Oh, they're adding Marine the Raccoon? Cool.
Okay. So then this is
That
in.
shall be interesting.
So this is also in.
All right.
But we'll start.
Let's go
this one.
see this meme.
And then we have this is in.
Ah, yes, the classic. Beautiful.
Like that.
The Mars Ghost!
This is in
oh,
like
no!
that. This is in like that. And then I switch.
I don't want to be a ghost. How will I
out
hold
from
my
that.
Wacom so I can draw?
You're out from that and moved up. You're out from that. Stop. And you're out from that.
It's all
Okay.
the thingy adjustments.
So now, if this doesn't work, we're scrapping this part of the physics and I don't care anymore. But
Honestly, the amount of progress you made on her, like, be fucking proud of yourself. Jesus Christ.
why is my hand so wobbly? But the rest of me
It's
isn't.
so flimsy.
I don't understand. Okay, we're gonna do...
Get a new Ghoul tablet.
Gonna do that.
Guess I'll have to go to Micro Center.
Okay, and then we're gonna do
That
this.
is so bad, I apologize.
And are you still floppy? No, but you're stiff. Why are you so stiff?
What looks stiff?
My arm. It's my arm. We're looking at...
Using a band sheet of paper? Ah, very nice, very nice.
Okay. You're so stiff.
Unfortunately, my brain only had the Micro Center pun. I wish I had more. Brain is a little dead after day. Actually, it was a pretty fun day, even though I had 4 kids absent. One of the schools was doing a multicultural festival. They actually called in a dance studio who performs dances across all different cultures. And they made them like child-friendly dances. These are preschoolers and first graders, mind you. So it was definitely simplified, but they made it in such a way that the kids could follow along. So not only was it great for me, but because I was able to do, okay, we're just going to work on following 1-step and 2-step directions today during these dances. Base, these are all my sessions today. But it was also really cute for the kids. They really enjoyed it. They lost their mind when they had, what was it? I think a performer from Madrid come in and he did a hula hoop routine and he started cartwheeling across the stage. The kids lost their minds. They had so much fun with that. You shouldn't have done that? Forgive me if I'm being naive here, but why?
You did the haka? Yeah. That's okay. I'm gonna Google before I don't remember what it is.
Let me look it up. Okay, we don't.
Yeah, okay. It is what I thought about. It is what I thought about it. It's
from
the
New Zealand.
Maori, yeah, New Zealand dance. Okay, I was right.
That's
I just
cool.
confirmed.
You just bit off more than you could chew, Estrock.
Mm.
I'm sure for 7th grade.
For
it was
drama
incredible.
class, I mean, it is a war thing, right? A war dance, so. Okay. So
to
now I
display
have
a
to
tribe's
do...
pride, strength, and unity. Commonly known as a war dance used to fire up warriors on the battlefield, but also a customary way to celebrate, entertain, welcome, and challenge visiting tribes.
Is it stiff because
Very cool.
of me?
It's a bloop day. It was a bloop day, and the weather started out so nice, and then it just got disgusting as the day went on. It got cold, it got cloudy, and tomorrow's gonna be rainy, and I'm just like, no, I don't want it. Bring back the sun. I mean, I will say this, at least for April, it's doing what it's supposed to be doing. It is supposed to rain a lot in April.
Mm-hmm.
Just wish it was a little warmer. Just slightly. Warm rain I could live with. Cold rain is just sad.
Yeah.
It was for drama class. It got confirmation. That makes a lot of sense.
Okay. Now, are your physics going to be better on the one arm than the other arm?
Ah, yes, 4 kids with their classic jelly donuts.
Okay. But you go the wrong way.
See, Penguin, that's what I'm saying. Cold rain is fine when I'm not in it, but when I'm traveling and driving and out, no, I'd rather be home.
So I need...
With tea and a book.
Stop. No! Ah! Okay. This?
You do, Astra. Well,
Reflect.
kudos to you. Kudos to you if you love that cold rain.
Reflect. This. Reflect. This. Reflect. That doesn't have anything. This.
We did have some good
Reflect.
bops, Allie.
This.
I will admit. Pretty sure Sonic X was 4 kids, right?
Reflect this.
Or was it something else?
Reflect this. Reflect. So then we have...
But I will never get Gotta Go Fast out of my head. Oh, that sounds awful, Penguin. I hope you treated yourself to some hot chocolate and a fresh blanket from the dryer after that. Particularly a fluffy one.
This is not what I want. It's kind of what I want. Alright, we're dealing with it. This is the level we got.
Okay. Well, I'm curious, when you are using Cerci, how much of her is going to be on screen?
Not a lot at all. It's just at this point now, this is for fun. This is for me.
Okay.
There technically is one bit that has to be not for me still, which is the Z, because you will see the shoulders move, and I do want that to happen.
Ah, I see.
So I don't want to skimp on that.
I'm curious, Estrock, what are you referring to when you say you don't know how Sonic X got away with some stuff? It's been a very long while since I've seen the show, and I gotta be honest, most memorable parts for me was when they basically recreated Sonic Adventure 1 and Sonic Adventure 2. Oh, and the whole Cosmo arc. That was unforgettable.
Okay. I do have to do you, though.
Tails and Cosmo, basically a reskin of Beast Boy and Terra. How dare you do this to me yet again? Did, Allie. And we always want Ori to have fun when she's doing her projects. There were 2 moments when this sucked. Not 2 moments. There were 2 steps when this sucked. And those 2 steps were solely the head turn, the turn, so the X, the left and right,
that's really, honestly, that's the only part that sucked. But the part about it that sucks is that even if you do it once, you then have to do all of it on everything again and again and again. That's the part that sucked. If I didn't have to then, like, make sure all the corners and stuff were good, then that wouldn't have sucked so much. But I did. And that's why it sucked. Honestly, I think the physics is my favorite part so far. But I will admit, I'm also being a little lazy. And, well, part of me is like, ooh, I've learned some things and maybe I would rig again, like a full thing. I think I'm honestly more excited to do the little fingy and just have something super fun there.
That'll be the goal.
Swoosh,
I struck. The big thing I remember about Cosmo is her relationship with Tails, her sacrifice at the end, and everyone's comparisons to Routes and Curlia when she first came out.
Look at the swoosh.
We love a good skirt swoosh in this house.
Now we have to do this swoosh.
A swoosh,
and
a
then
swoosh.
the swoosh the other way.
You did, Penguin. Oh, that's good. That's the only acceptable thing to do after being out in that much water.
What?
Getting hot chocolate and a warm fluffy blanket.
Ooh. Have I told you guys that I was certified for scuba diving in 4-degree water? That was
I think we've gotten some new people
time.
Since you've told that story.
Yeah, so I'm a certified scuba diver. Technically not anymore. It's been too long since I've done the thing, but like I can do like a quick refresher instead of like the whole course again. Did I just fuck up? I think I did just fuck up.
Oh no!
I've unfucked it. That's what undo is for. But you have to get certified in like spring because it's college, right? But spring is like April
Cold.
in upstate New York, in a lake in upstate New York, and it's very fucking cold. And yeah, it was a time, and it was a 2-day affair. It was a lot. It was definitely a formative experience. There was ice on the lake the week before we went to do this, but what you guys reminded me of was that there was a little trailer with hot chocolate and hot dogs and soup that we all like piled into afterwards. But I was so numb I couldn't walk. I couldn't feel my feet to walk.
Oof.
The music before, that's the Dancing Blue Badger music, Allie. It's technically from Rise from the Ashes, which you sadly have not played. But it is indeed a thing.
It has shown up in our videos.
Yeah. Okay. Now I need the
It's actually
tie.
funny because I have a below zero story too.
Tie.
Back in high school, I went on a winter survivalist hike with some of my classmates. We were in a special program. It was called E-Team, which basically in your senior year of high school you could take, and it had a heavy focus on environmental studies, the impact of human influence on the planet. It was pretty cool. Even our social studies class was kind of centered around that and how like humans impact the world around them. So it had an angle to it, and it was very cool. And one of the signature trips of the program was a trip to the White Mountains. And it was a week-long trip. The first 2 days were spent like doing a kind of trial hike to see like how you do. And then the next 2 days, you spend the first day hiking to your hut, not hucking to your height, hiking to your hut. Jesus Christ. And my hut that I chose, it was on Zealand Cliff. That was the location. It was called Zealand Hut. It was a 7-mile hike on a pretty smooth incline. It wasn't too dramatic. That was the other hut. That was 3 miles, but more intensive of a climb. So some people chose to do that. I chose to do this other one because I was like, longer, but on flat surface. That I can deal with. That's okay. And we were hiking in below zero weather, but funnily enough, like half of us had our jackets off. Like we literally just had our thermals out and our jackets tied around our waist. Because guys, when you're carrying packs on your back that are completely full, plus a sleeping bag, plus your water bottle, plus your rations, it gets heavy. And you start to sweat. And then you're like, wow, I need to take something off before I fry in this below zero weather. Gotta run? Okay, Dichotomy. Good luck running.
Have a fun time, Dichotomy. Oh, who's the special guest? Is the special guest you? Yeah. Is the special guest you, Dichotomy?
I think so. I'm getting that vibe, you know? Have fun, Dichotomy.
I'll have to visually look. The special guest is... Oh! Lamppost. Okay. Very nice, very nice. Tell him hi.
Have fun.
Alrighty.
Yeah, we spent a couple days at that hut. It was pretty fun. We got to stay in like a hostel. There were bunk beds. It was a pretty cool experience. And then the one thing I remember is the hike back down from the hut was so painful for me. Not because the walk was rough, not because I was struggling, not because I was cold, but because my stomach was actually killing me. The day before, we had hiked even further up the mountain. We went to the cliff edge, actually, and that was an incredible experience. Looking out over the cliff was like looking into a sea of clouds. Like, it felt like we were above the clouds. It was absolutely incredible. I think I still have pictures from it. Maybe I'll try to find them again. But when we came back down, one of the foods, so this was a task. We were all separated into our own groups. So we had a group in charge of dinner, we had a group in charge of breakfast, we had a group in charge of lunch. And the day prior, back when we were down at sea level at the lodge, we had gone grocery shopping. And everyone had devised a meal plan and decided what to bring along, what would be easiest to carry, what would be easiest to discard of, because we couldn't throw anything out up there. We had to bring all of our trash back down with us too. So the idea was to shop smart, shop light, and like kind of test our skills a little bit. I was very proud of myself because everyone rolled their eyes when I chose 2 tiny little maple syrup bottles for breakfast, and I was like, guys, this is all we need, I promise. And I was right. I was right. And even the teacher said, you know, I thought Mars was crazy when she only brought the 2, but I was going to be like, let her learn from her mistakes. But guess what? The other group is carrying a gallon bottle down. We're only carrying 2 tiny little bottles. I was so proud that day. But the dinner group, when we got back down from the hike, they had decided to bring cheese pockets. It was like little veggie cheese pockets. Vindication indeed, Estrog. Vindication indeed. I was so damn proud that day. I was actually pretty damn proud that whole trip. Like, because I was in so much pain going up. The way you wear your backpacks, you have them on your shoulders, but you also have the clip that goes around your waist. And guys, when you're walking for a long time, those straps start chafing so much. Oh my God. It was... almost the worst pain I felt in my entire life. Like, I never felt chafing to that degree. And I was ready to cry. I actually reached into my backpack and pulled out like 2 wool socks. I tied them like on top of my hips because I was like, I can't take this anymore. I gotta like create a buffer because this is actually destroying my legs.
She breathes.
Even funnier. She does. Oh, that's cool.
She breathes.
Holy shit, that's cool.
Okay, now I think I can also add physics to that.
That's really fucking awesome.
Input
But yeah, so there's a moment
settings.
before you get to the hut. And everyone called it, even my teacher called it the oh shit. Because while the first 6 miles of the hike were like smooth terrain, pretty straightforward, pretty even, the final part of the hike is a big steep incline. And the reason it's called the oh shit is because you've been hiking for so long and you see this and you just go, oh shit. So we climbed up that. But the reason I was in so much freaking pain was they gave us the cheese pockets the night before. And then the day we were supposed to leave the hut, guys, Mars does not do well with cheese. Mars is very lactose intolerant. And even though they did give me a lactate pill, it wasn't strong enough. This is the problem I have like with lactate pills. You have to take 2 to 3 of them for them to do anything. And I only had 1. So I was in so much pain when I woke up that morning. And I'm literally thinking to myself at 4 a.m., like, oh my God, am I going to be able to hike back down? Like, am I going to be able to get out of here? I guess I got no choice. I got to follow my group. Like, I can't stop because my tummy's hurting. Maybe it'll feel better as I walk. Maybe the cold will help. Luckily, it all worked out. We all got down to the bottom, but that hike was intense. By the time like we got down, we were on smooth terrain again. But people were almost crying because they were like, we're so tired, we're so cold, we feel so gross because there's no running water up there either. So we were all like looking forward to a shower at the lodge. We were all itching to get back on that bus. So randomly, we just start all singing 99 bottles of beer on the wall just to keep our spirits up. We looked insane coming out of the forest, but we did it. Oh, that was such a good trip.
Okay, it's really cool that I
Ever
breathe.
tell the story about how your mom ate fruit while hiking and it was the apple of death? No, you didn't. You definitely didn't, S-Truck. See,
And right as Toccata and Fugue plays. Okay. I'm doing a little extra here.
S-Truck, I'm going to let you in on a secret about lactose intolerance. The eating of the cheese or dairy itself is not the problem. What is the problem is how much of the cheese has an enzyme, or I'm sorry, not the enzyme, that's the other one, a protein that certain people cannot digest. And the reason it can't be digested is because the body does not produce that amount of enzyme that is required for it. Exactly. So in my case, I can tolerate a little bit of that protein before it becomes an issue. There's like a threshold that I hit before it becomes an issue. So what the pill does is it basically puts more enzymes in my body so I don't have a problem. I think the problem with the cheese pocket that I ate was there was just too much of the protein. My body couldn't handle it. I passed the threshold and my stomach was like, nope, you did a bad and now you're going to suffer the night before you have to hike 7 miles. Good luck. I gotta say though, that shower was the most satisfying shower I've ever taken in my life. We were all so relieved when we came back down. We got to the lodge and we're like, dibs! Let me through! Oh. And that was like a 6-hour ride back on the bus. Fun times. I would totally do that trip again. The chess meme is done, Canadian? Oh my gosh. Where did you post it? You posted it, Twitch! Love it! I love it. Edgeworth looks so frustrated. He's just like, haha, my game plan, my winning strategy. Eat the pieces.
Sorry, I'm
That's
locked in.
beautiful. Well done.
I'm locked in because I'm trying to make sure I don't fuck anything up here. With my ambition.
She had to be airlifted. Oh, jeez. Oh.
Yay!
Yeah,
I don't
dealing
think I
with some
fucked
people
anything
do
up with
like
my
to forage
ambition.
for plants like that. It's surprisingly pretty common. It's a good thing she kept those seeds. What was the ranger's reaction? Was it like complete horror or just kind of a, you need a hospital, ma'am. You need a hospital.
Yay! I breathe a little more now.
Nice. Oh, look at that, guys. Cerci is alive. How lovely.
Okay, I actually think that that's it. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, Z! I keep not doing Z! Body Z! Okay.
You gotta do Z.
Gotta do body Z.
What about Z? Z,
yes.
the letter after Y.
Oh, let me check.
It really is a SpongeBob quote for everything.
Meme. Beautiful. This is great. 100%.
We are talking about eating chess
Yes.
pieces. Yes, Pastry.
We are talking about eating chess pieces.
Also, Pastry, how you enjoying Mob Psycho?
It's happening, that's for certain. Thank you, Allie!
Oh,
Okay.
You in it now. You in it now. Best of luck.
Okay, I have to do something to make sure I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid. Okay. So... we're gonna try to... I have to hide the ponytail again. Where are you, please? Ponytail? Anything? Related.
And Edgeworth just turns to him and goes, No. In fact, we should get you to a hospital.
That. Okay. Have I fucked up already? Shit.
No. It can't be. Say it isn't so.
It's not so.
Phew.
It's not so. It's
Crisis
not so.
averted, everybody.
Crisis averted indeed. Ah. Okay.
I would just be like, whoa, this kid just devoured the king! Now that's some strategy.
Eddie writes it down on his piece of paper. Eddie eats piece of paper through paper-filled mouth. That's some strategy.
Edgeworth in the middle just be like, what? Why? Why? I'm surrounded by lunatics.
Ooh, okay. Now give me skirt.
Oh, she's doing a little shuffle. She's doing a little shuffle.
I have 2 skirts. This is a full skirt.
I gotta send an email. I almost forgot to send an email.
Okay, I need to put all of these in one deformer.
Nope, that's not the name.
So that I can do that. And no, we're just gonna reflect the motion. It works. Now I have to have my Falcos do it. Yes, that's fine. Thank you. So, hold on. We go from here
tomorrow
to
morning.
here.
Perfect. I do not want AI assistants. Fuck off.
This should pop out a little bit. Because I'm popping the hip. Oh my god, look at that.
So Eddie's the one eating the chess pieces.
Yeah, there you go. Just to mess with Edgeworth a little bit. Get him to lighten up.
Exactly, Allie. He wants to digest the information.
Yeah.
He said as much during the case.
Well, Allie doesn't know.
Oops.
It's okay.
Sorry.
Allie's okay with mild spoilers. I just wouldn't do story spoilers, you know?
Oh yeah, no. I would never. The gang throws Eddie a birthday party, give him a birthday card. He consumes it immediately and knows what it says without reading it.
Honestly, yes.
But what about the $20 bill that was in there for him? Did he consume the birthday money?
Oh yeah, what happens with the money?
Sometimes cards have either birthday money or a birthday gift card.
He definitely consumed it. Yeah, it's more just like what happened to it though. Okay, I think your arm is in the way of me visually.
I'm sorry, we spoiled that he eats paper, Allie.
Yes, I'm so sorry, Allie. Some people are more sensitive about it than others. You're chill about it.
For some reason, all I can imagine with the whole Eddie eats the present inside the birthday card, because it's either like birthday money or a gift card, is like, so what'd you get me? And he just, ironically, it was a gift card to samurai dogs.
Eddie and Missile being just best buds.
Oh, they hella get along. Eddie's a dog person through and through.
Oh yeah, 100%.
He's got that doggo energy.
I love the idea, though, of, like, Edgeworth is a dog person, because he has a dog, and also Phoenix has the dog energy, where Phoenix is a cat person, and Edgeworth has the cat energy, right? Like, it's perfect.
It's too good.
It makes so much sense. Okay, I need my arms back.
Oh, he eats the $20 and 20 magically shows up in his piggy bank.
Oh my god, that's pretty hilarious. Okay, I need... Your arms are weird about it.
Allie. The doggo missile.
Yes.
Missile.
That's not... I don't want legs, I want arms.
The goodest boy around.
Where are my arms? Under torso? Yeah. That. Yeah, I don't care.
Oh, there's another missile and ghost trick? Dang.
Yes, there is a different missile and ghost trick.
Got a lot of missiles.
Oh no, what the fuck happened? What did I just do?
I don't know.
Okay.
And nothing can go wrong. Oh no, it all went wrong.
We're good.
I mean, pastry, I would say that's pretty vague. To be honest, I did watch a playthrough of Ghost Trick like years and years ago.
Yeah, but she had also seen the Ace Attorney
setup.
anime years and years ago, so...
And I literally remember nothing of it. Dog in the video game? That's cute. Honestly, if I could find a way to immortalize Misty and Outcast, I would.
I guess we're making caller versions of our pets for background characters.
Oh shit, well you can't leave out Scurry and Simba then.
Oh goodness. No, the list has grown too big! Now there's too many pets. No, the problem with Outcast, there's no domestic callers.
Animals.
Yeah.
Although I swear to God, Misty is a panther, so she might bend the rules. Little rascal tried to steal the lamb off my gyro tonight. I'm like, I leave to go to the bathroom for 5 seconds. Why are you sniffing my plate?
Boop. Yes, I don't care how many fucking
Thank you for watching
parameters
out
I
for
have.
us, Pastry Puff. It's greatly appreciated.
Yes, no, very much appreciated. You guys have been fantastic.
Friggin' superstars, all of ya.
Mm-hmm. 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 All right, and this one.
I mean, Mason, if you wanna, would you put your pets in your comic? Like I would put my pets in my comic. What better way to make sure Scurry lives on in the hearts and minds of everybody? Although Scurry was before your guys' time. Ori and I didn't start streaming until after, what was it, 2021 when we first started streaming?
I think it must have been... We started streaming before we released the comic, which came out in 2022, right?
Okay, yeah,
so
that's
it would have
way
had
after
to be
Scurry's time.
2021. So close to what, Allie? Wait, what are we so close about?
I'm not sure. Your dog is horrible! Oh no!
What? I'm so sorry.
What kind of dog is it, Mason? Now I'm intrigued. How did we come up with the name Callers in the first place?
It's a lot. It's a combination of a lot of things.
Yeah, I'm not even sure where to begin with that, to be honest.
Okay, I'm liking this. We're gonna deform the skirt